Yo, crypto YouTube, how's it going? Crypto Stud here with another banger.
They say success is the best revenge. Heard they were sleeping again, say it no more.
Yeah, they've got it.
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
Difficult roads lead beautiful places. Got a dream big, motherfucker, you don't make. Got a crown of gold and an all black cake, bitch. Difficult roads lead beautiful places. Difficult roads lead beautiful places. Got a dream big, motherfucker, you don't make. Got a crown of gold and an all black cake, bitch. Difficult roads lead beautiful places.
Yeah, difficult roads lead to beautiful places. I was gone for a minute, now I'm back, okay, bitch. Never lose hope, cause I'm on my way, bitch. 616 speed gang getting cake like Jello. Getting to the netto, souped up metal. Riding with my pedal, bumping heavy metal. Riding.
Thoughts, you go to that deeper place of just feel the presence that you are, the beingness of you, that deep level of I amness, the presence. The only thing that cannot be doubted, that it is absolutely real. That is the isness of you, isness of you.
I wanna feel again. I wanna know what's real. I wanna feel again.
Crypto YouTube. Crypto Stud here. Welcome to the crypto universe, where possibilities sparkle like stars. With the belief that God is great, God is good, we embark on this exciting journey through blockchain and cryptocurrency. Carry hope and positivity as we navigate this dynamic world together. Whether in sunlight or seeking beacon at night, may your heart be filled with peace, love, and the promise of prosperity. Join me on my channel as we unlock crypto mysteries with curiosity and bold hearts. Here's to success, understanding, and a touch of magic on our path. May your days shine bright, your spirits be light, and your investments flourish. Now let's dive into today's crypto adventure. Well, I kind of wanted this video to be a little more chill than the previous past ones. It's been kind of a very mellow week. Been kind of just ranging. S&P keeps making all-time highs. Nasdaq is just blowing all-time highs as well. Dow is just kind of lingering a little. It's not performing as well. I had a good day today. The markets were closed on Wednesday, so just a very slow week. And with that regard, Bitcoin has also been pretty slow going, as we can see from this week's trading. I don't expect much change with that in regards to that. I just think that there's not enough volatility in the markets right now for us to move, really. I feel like we might be ranging. I did post something on Twitter today that it's kind of like a fractal in the past. History took about 100 days to actually get movement from Bitcoin. I'm kind of torn by that. I do really enjoy playing ranges and trading ranges. They're fun. They're fun to play. They're fun to trade. Lots of money to be made. But at the same time, I really want the crypto space to full 100% go higher, be more than it is. We've came a long way from, granted, like 2016, 2015 timeframe. Don't get me wrong, but I guess you always want more, and sometimes more you can't have, right? But cherish the moments we have right now with the ranging markets. It's not all out, bloodbath. Some alts are taking some good hits. Good time to buy some more of those. And just wait for the opportunity to have a nice pump and to take some profits on your spot buys that you've been spot buying for the past year or so. it's better to buy when it's red and markets are kind of boring and all than when, you know, things are just outright raging and going on this ever-ending quest of, you know, going to the moon. So now is the time to buy. Things are choppy, boring. You know, this is a good time to buy and wait for the opportunity to sell. You know, retail investors haven't gotten really involved yet, and I think there's some great money to be made still. Nonetheless, we're gonna get into the charts. I still have my short position open right now. I don't have reason to close it. We did get the 64,000. We had a nice little bounce in that area, but it's just it's been boring. You know, it wasn't quite the reaction I wanted at that level. We did get this level, had a nice little bounce from it, but today's, you know, sell-off kind of leads me to believe that we're going lower. So stay tuned. We're going to analyze the charts. We're going to look at everything. I got some cool little things I'm going to do towards the end of the video. I'm also very appreciative of, you know, 10,000 subs. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be giving away a whole entire lifetime membership to one lucky person who, you know, finds out in the video, puts in the promo code and enters it and joins our group and continues to trades with us day in, day out. So stay tuned. I don't really have too much in the housekeeping realm of things. I'm going through the indicators right now. I did have an issue with High Block recently. They kind of changed the layout of their website, so I've been kind of going through and recoding that up so it works. The High Block liquidations is working. I at least got that working for this video, so thankfully that's working for this video for us. And then hopefully the other two I can get back to working shortly after this video is done, before tomorrow. It's taking me a little longer than I expected it to. They've really changed the whole entire thing around, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating that they did that. But again, it's $1,000 for a year membership for this. So, you know, hopefully High Block isn't watching, but you know, I'm giving that to the group for free. So that's always helpful and great to have. But on an unrelated note, I am working on Nexus. I'm almost completed the first update of that. I have 3 updates coming out for it. I'm just having some issues with the fib levels properly working, but you can see the fib levels kind of here on the chart. They auto fib for you. So if we go to the daily, you will see, let's take the junk out here. Once it loads here, you'll see it it takes a little bit of time to load. So I'm trying to work on getting it to load faster, which is hard when it's sitting there calculating the volume profile. So it makes it a little difficult to speed up the process of it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. No, it hasn't crashed yet. But yeah, it's a little slow, but it catches it. So if you go onto this chart and you know, work on this chart and then jump to another chart and then jump back, it keeps it in memory. So that's always nice. And then there's a couple glitches with this, with all these extra lines here that I need to go through and kind of fix. But you see it gets the high, the lows right here, the Fibonacci of it. So it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. I need it to be just a little better, but you know, it's a few issues that I'm having with it, but overall I'm happy with the outcome of it. And then if you actually open this up, if it opens, if you open this up, it has all these awesome options as well to it. So yeah, it's just a work in progress, just trying to fix it and get it out there, a nice update out there. I do want to add a liquidation profile, like a liquidation bubbles like you have an Exo chart. So I've been working on that, not nearly complete. So that's going to take me a bit more time to add that as well, but that would be nice to have. And then I'll have bullish and bearish signals based on CBD, open interest, price, just, you know, stuff that kind of helps you find good entry points. I think that's really huge to add. Normally when I'm looking for good entry points, I base it off of, you know, what Exo is showing me. So having that actually on the TradingView chart will be really clutch to have that. So anyways, stay tuned. We're going to go through news, stocks, and then Bitcoin, of course. I'm not going to look at any shit coins. I am going to look at Tesla and XOM. I didn't get to look at XOM in the last Thursday's video. I didn't do a video on Sunday. I do every other Sunday videos and then every Thursday. I am looking to probably change up my videos a little bit. I might post 3 times a week and make them shorter. I'm kind of still, I'm undecided by that at the moment. I just don't want to present something and then it just is a bunch of garbage, you know? So I'm just kind of hoping that I can produce videos and that there's enough content to talk about. But, you know, here we are. I'm almost 10 minutes into this video and have plenty of content to talk about. So, you know, maybe fear, you know? Yeah, so we'll look at XOM and then we'll have a random indicator. We'll probably do a quick random indicator this time because I do have a lot of content to cover and some things that I need to do, especially the giveaway too. So stay tuned and let's get to it. So before we begin, you know, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody, the likes, comments, subscribes. I appreciate it. Stay tuned. I will be giving out 1 lifetime membership to 1 lucky person. So just stay tuned. You know, grab it as soon as you can. As soon as you see it, grab it, put it in, and let's ride in the sunset. Anyways, so we're going to get into some news real quick. I'm going to be pretty brief on news items. It's been kind of boring this week, but I did notice that DeFi technology stock sell-off is an attractive buying opportunity. So that's good to hear. But other than that, I didn't really see anything else I really liked out of the crypto news. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. Stocks, I didn't really see anything that I cared to really say anything about. So we might just kind of make that quick as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, Nvidia. I mean, you know, Nvidia has been on a tear. If you don't know that Nvidia is doing well, you've been sleeping under a rock, unfortunately. But yeah, oil futures hover near 7-week high, which is kind of crazy since gas has kind of been going down a little bit for us lately. AMD stock must be doing good. I actually haven't looked at AMD stock whatsoever recently, other than just looking at Nvidia consistently. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for news. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the charts here. We're gonna look at the dollar first. Just get that out of the way. So the dollar, it's pretty boring week, but seeing the dollar rise like this, we got at this order block right here, this daily order block. So that could bode well for a nice pullback from Bitcoin, you know, to kind of go a little higher to get into a short position. In my last video, I did speak about looking for a short position on the swing fail high, which was it was like 68.5 or so, 68,500 on Bitcoin, and we never actually got there. There's just been so much weakness on Bitcoin that it's just failing to gain any ground, which is concerning. And we'll speak about that more towards the Bitcoin analysis. So, but with the regards to the dollar, I kind of want to see us do a triple top here on the weekly. I think that would be kind of nice. The weekly is starting to turn over pretty nice for a bullish posture on it though. So I don't see why we can't get up into this range right here and just see how things go. Maybe a swing fail of this would be kind of nice to see, you know, in this range right here. Oh, and I do have this one's kind of a strong area of resistance that we kind of broke out. We're kind of breaking out towards the top of, and then I do want to see, that's failing right now because we're on this. I do want to see the weekly P on here if I have it. I've been messing with the indicators a little bit, so sorry, apologies. It says it should be on here. Let's drop down to the 2 hour, see if we can see the weekly P. I just want to see where it is because I didn't do a video on Sunday. So, okay, so weekly P's right there. Did we bounce? Yeah, we bounced off of it. Oh, nice. Yeah, the weekly P is kind of a nice spot. We opened out, let's see, Friday we opened, Monday we opened up over here, Sunday, Monday area, came down, actually found support on the weekly P. So, heck, what do you know? I also have a good demonstration of the weekly P being used on Bitcoin, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see a nice rejection from the weekly P for Bitcoin. But it's great to see that, you know, this weekly P is being used as support, and we have this nice little order block right here as well. So overall, the lower time frames for the dollar are looking like we could have a nice little pullback, temporary pullback. Oh, look at this 4-hour order block right here. That's pretty nice to see as well. We're kind of pulling back from that area. 4 hours not quite gone bearish on us, but the 2-hour has, and we do have a lot of bearish divergence on the 2-hour. 4-hour hasn't quite turned over yet. Let's see the 6-hour, 8-hour. 8 hours, kind of a bullish posture here. So I don't see why we can't have a little bit of a temporary pullback. We are actually already getting a temporary pullback on it. So it is kind of playing out. Let's see, the bearish divergence was a couple bars ago, and it's kind of playing out now. Actually, it's pretty nice. So we have the bullish divergence right here, and then we're hitting this order block right here as well. So that's kind of a really nice, safe area to take a short position, using juxtapose and then Serenity, of course. This kind of seeing all this bearish divergence forming right here doesn't bode well. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing it come back down in this area, but these two lines right here were like strong resistance zones that we kind of kept hitting. It looks like we're starting to break out of them again here, but I wouldn't mind seeing us come back in this area right here and then see how we test that, if we even get to that point. But the dollar is looking pretty darn good. I don't see why we can't at least test this area again, maybe swing fail this area just to see how it reacts. But overall, the structure looks pretty darn good, which won't bode well for Bitcoin. So unfortunately, for the Bitcoin bulls, I'm sorry, I hate to break the news to you, but it just doesn't look very good. Now, S&P has just been on a tear. Like I said in my previous video, I didn't see reason for this to not do well. Looks like the data is kind of delayed right now from TradingView, so I'm not sure if we're getting data right now. It's not saying we have problems on there, just on here. So I'm not sure if this is real time right now with the data issue, but we'll go with what we got right here. But one of my previous videos, I was saying that, you know, I see S&P continuing up and going up, and I don't see why we can't. Although now the weekly is still turned over, so this is looking pretty nice on the weekly, but the daily is starting to show some signs of bearishness, and we did have confirmed bearish right here. So this kind of needs to show a little more weakness, but we could theoretically start coming back down. S&P can come back down to earth within the next week or so. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty bearish there too. Yeah, I'm leaning towards a pullback for S&P. I don't see why we can't. It's looking kind of bearish for me, which, you know, again, bodes well for the dollar, because if S&P is going down, the dollar will find some strength off that as well. Let's check out the weekly P. Where's the weekly P? Oh wow, the weekly P is way down here. Yeah, so I don't see us, unless we completely nuke, I don't really see us coming down on the weekly P. Again, the weekly P only works in ranging markets. So if we're in a trending market like we are on S&P, you know, the weekly P is not going to be touched. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be gone. I mean, the price action is going to be gone. The same regards to, you know, going down. If we're trending in a downward spiral, the weekly P tests are less. They're stronger. They become stronger, and they become more, you know, more, there's more strength to them when they actually do happen, but the relativeness of them don't actually happen. So something to take note when you're, you know, trending it up in a market or trending down in a market, weekly P tests don't happen as much. But with regards to like Bitcoin and the dollar, we're ranging a bit more. So the relevance of a weekly P actually happening and hitting a lot more, it happens, you know, it's more of a bigger case. So take that into consideration when you're trying to, you know, test towards the weekly P and stuff. If Bitcoin is going on an absolute tear, don't really look towards the weekly P as much. Wait until we start getting into another ranging, you know, trend, a ranging motion before you start looking for a weekly P to be an area to look for trades off of. So in regards right now, Bitcoin is ranging, so there's no reason to do any other, you know, to not use the weekly P. It's always a bold strategy to use. So the S&P, I am looking a little more bearish towards. I don't see a reason why we can't pull back off this. It's looking pretty bad. The weekly is looking pretty darn good though, but again, the weekly does take a bit of time to play out. So these lower time frames all look pretty bearish, so I don't see why we can't pull back. So that could be good. Let's see if we have if we have an S&P. I guess S&P would be all the way down there. Oh man, yeah, that'd be a pretty wild S&P to come back into. Yeah, I don't really see an S&P unless we came back up here, test this area, and create an S&P up here in this spot. But I don't really see an S&P. It's a tricky area to put a short position in if you were to short it. Oh, sorry. Oh, my alerts. Let me make sure these are all muted. Go to my other one real quick. Mute. Just a moment. Okay. I think I got them all muted. I'm actually surprised I didn't have more alerts going off because I am testing a bunch of alerts with Nexus right now. But yeah, so bearish on S&P. Let's go to the Dow. Actually, let's go to Nasdaq while we have it up here. Nasdaq's looking beautiful. Oh man, it's looking beautiful. Check out the weekly on this. Yeah, weekly's looking great too. Just like the S&P, it's looking really good. We did get a bearish divergence right here though. That's the weekly, so it's gonna take a bit of time to play out. Daily's starting to turn over on us, getting a little bearish. I think we're getting pretty close to a top out signal, to tell you the truth, for at least somewhat of a pullback. Again, markets don't always go straight up. We've gone straight up for most of May into June, which is ironic because normally May is a bad month. Normally you sell in May and go away, but it's kind of been ironically different. Like the psychological standpoint of it is different. We had April was kind of a bad month for us, and then May just kind of turned around and went on a tear. So yeah. With regards to Nasdaq, I am looking kind of bearish, more towards a bearish posture right now, a temporary bearish posture. Weekly still looking good, but we are due for a pullback. So I don't see why we can't start having a pullback now. We are getting a little bit of a pullback at the moment, but overall I am looking a little bearish on the Nasdaq as well. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty bearish as well. Let's check out Dow. Now Dow had a good day today, but it's overall not been doing real well. Oh, we might S&P this area. It's kind of nice. That'd be nice to see. Let's see what the weekly looks like. Yeah, weekly's still looking pretty shitty. I don't see why we can't continue to go down on this. We had a nice little bounce, but overall, the weekly's not really looking too strong. Day's neutral still. Not a big fan of the day. 12 hours neutral as well. Yeah, it's just not looking too great. Dow's not looking great either. 6 hours looking okay. It's a bearish posture. Higher time frames are kind of bearish, or this is a bullish posture, but the higher time frames are still looking a little bearish. So I don't really. 4 hours looking pretty darn good though. 2 hours looking nice. Let's see what the 1 hour is looking like. 1 hour is kind of pulling bearish, so I'm leaning a bit more as a pullback for the Dow as well. Although these middle time frames do look pretty darn good. We could see that seep into these higher time frames, but overall I am bearish on the Dow as well. And it didn't even hit an all-time high. So when was this all-time high? May we had this all-time high. Yeah, I'm not super bullish. I wasn't bullish on Dow my last couple videos. I'm still not very bullish on Dow, even though we did have a good day yesterday on it. I still don't really, it just doesn't seem, I'm not a fan of it. So I'm leaning bearish. Overall, I'm leaning bearish towards everything. The dollar, I'm looking bullish on. Temporary pullback on the dollar would be good. But overall, I'm not really seeing anything. You know, we've had a pretty nice run. I don't see, why we could have a pullback. We're due for a pullback. Now, what's concerning with the weekly, I was talking to a couple in the group. And they kind of showed me the 2-day was looking pretty bad. Yeah, the 2-day is looking really bad. Let me go ahead and remove these for the moment so we could just see the indicators. Yeah, let's drop this back on there since that will work now. So the 2-day is looking really bad. Would really, I'm torn on this as well, because I really like this area as like a good area to get into, another position into. But at the same time, I do still have my long open from this area. I still have my long open from this area, and I still have my short open from the top area. One of these has to give eventually. As I spoke earlier in my video, hopefully it's not within 100 days. But, you know, if we came back down here, tested this area, and then took another trade, you know, another long trade up to the top side of this, I wouldn't be too mad. I mean, it's just opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities. So just be weary of this area right here as a possible area to look for another position. Now, I don't see reason why we go any lower. Let's see, we had one test high, another test high, 2 tests, 3 tests high per se. I don't really count that as a test. You could, some would say that's a test of high, but I really like this 2 candles of the high, this test of the high, and then this test of the high, of course. So we have 3 tests of the high, and then we really only have 1 test of the low. So, you know, a nice bounce down here in this area would be really nice. I mean, this could be a life-changing trade too, longing down here in this area. So it's just something to look forward to, something to be weary of. It's a possibility. You know, we're still all the way over here. There's still levels to break to get there, but it's a possibility for sure. The 2-day looks really bad. Still pointing down. The weekly didn't look so great. We are getting a bearish divergence on the weekly now. It's not confirmed. We still have a full week for it, but overall, it's just not looking. It's not looking healthy. Daily's starting to turn over now. If you've been following me for a while, a couple of weeks ago, I think we were about in this area right here, and I was like, you know, wait for this weekly to turn up. If this weekly turns up and really gives us some momentum, we can break the all-time high. Now, in my last couple of videos after that, that didn't happen. This started turning over and looking really terrible. So overall, it's just not looking great. We had some bullish divergence on the daily, kind of bounced a little, but not anything to write a book about. Daily's looking pretty bearish. Let's see, 12 hours in a neutral posture right now. It's been in a neutral posture for a while. It's been kind of choppy. So, you know, if something's in a neutral posture, you look to a higher time frame for that. So we're down 12 hours down mostly. 8 hours looking pretty miserable too. Not a fan of the 8-hour neutral. 6 hour choppy, very choppy. I'd have to guess we go lower. I don't see reason why we can't go lower. This 64,000 is an important area, but you know, in my previous video I spoke about it, but I don't see, I don't like this. There's no support, there's no follow through. It just doesn't seem like a good area. Bulls aren't really coming into play the game. So why not lower, you know? The next level I would be looking for lower would be our golden pocket, which sat at about 62. It was 62,400. I don't know. Let's see if I have it on here saved. No, I don't, but it was about 62. I want to say it was about this area. So, you know, here's this area right here that we're kind of testing right now. We're about to fail. So the next level I would look for is a 62.9, maybe about this mid-range right here would be a good area. But overall, I mean, after you get past that, there's really not many order blocks that are in our way for us going back down to here. Now, could we get to 60,000? Yeah, I could see us getting to 60,000. But right now, let's see how the 62,000, 62,500 range goes. This is kind of a key area that I'm looking for to see how this kind of just reacts. Assuming we fail this 64,000. Now we can come back down to the 64,000 and then have a nice little bounce and roll right back up. But you know, as this time keeps going on, things kind of just get sloppy. I lean towards us going down. Now, if you check this out, we had an awesome bearish divergence on juxtapose, and look at this nice little trade down there. Could have taken that easily. We had a nice bullish divergence right here. I actually did take a scalp on this right here, this bullish divergence right here, and had a nice little bounce up. And on top of that, we hit the weekly P right here and rejected. We rejected from the weekly P. So here's another one. This is how magic this is. So today is the 20th. What is today? Yeah, the 20th. So we opened up, I didn't do a video Sunday, but if you recall, Sunday we opened up, there was a new weekly P, and we came down and actually tested it on Monday. It became a resistance level. Check that out. How beautiful is that? Weekly P right there, wicked right to it, and then came back down. So great position, great setup. My last video, I spoke about the weekly P being played as a resistance level. Here's your fact right here, resistance level. Now, I don't see us testing the weekly P again unless we have some massive move tomorrow. I don't really see, I think this weekly P is exhausted and I think we're done playing it. So another week of the weekly P being hit, I think we're like 6 and 7 maybe, or 7 and 8. I should probably start writing this down. I am going to probably modify the Serenity indicator to kind of add for the previous like maybe 3 or 4 months, like did it touch the weekly P, did it hit it, did it not, did it miss it? And I am kind of doing a theory of a naked weekly P, in which if it doesn't test, at some point it does test. Now, the big reason I was speaking about this 64,000 range was because of a old weekly P we had that I was expecting us to actually touch that we didn't. But if you remember in this video a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks back, well, in May, I spoke about this area, you know, us coming down here, testing this area and coming back up. Well, didn't quite get that, but here we are testing this area again. So, you know, it happens. So, but this was a weekly P at the time, and I'm kind of thinking the philosophy that there are naked weekly Ps. It would just have to be something that I go back and look at and see how those do. But food for thought, you know, we've had this weekly P here, we never touched it, and then we actually came back and we touched it. So it could possibly be a thing. I'm not going to say it's 100% thing, but just something to look at as well as a regular weekly P that's not naked. So kind of like an NPOC, right? Anyways, I think that's about it for a Bitcoin analysis. I do want to see how we test back down in the 64,000 range, but if we do lose this area, I would be looking for the golden pocket, which would be about 62.5 in this area right here. So leading bearish towards Bitcoin. So that's my thoughts on that. Okay, so the moment everybody's been waiting for, the giveaway. For new members, if you haven't joined my group or haven't, you know, been thinking about joining my group, this is how you're going to do it. I have one free giveaway. This is a lifetime subscription. You get everything. You get my course, you get the full Discord, and you get my indicator. So you're going to go to the buy tab right here on my website, and then you're going to scroll down. You're going to go to the life right here. You're gonna subscribe right here. You're gonna click subscribe. Wait for it to load, and then you're gonna put this coupon in right here. YouTube I am legend, or YT I am legend. You're gonna apply the coupon. It's gonna clear it, make it 0, and then you're just gonna fill in, you know, the rest of it and proceed. And I would love to have you in our group. It will be awesome to have you in our group, and I look forward to it. And thanks, and hopefully you continue to strive to be the best person you can be. So cheers to that. All right, so I went ahead and pulled up Tesla here, and it's looking pretty darn good. I mean, I spoke in a previous video, it looked really good. It still looks pretty darn good. I can't really be too bearish on it. Unfortunately, it is having a minor pullback right now, but nice reversal candle right there. Daily's looking great. Bullish on that. 12 hours looking pretty darn good. 8 hour looking pretty darn good. Yeah, 6 hour. 6 hours starting to turn over. It's probably why we're having that pullback right now. See, 4 hours neutral at the moment. 2 hours leaning down. Yeah. So most of this move down is from the lower time frames, but these higher time frames are still looking good. Let's see the 2 days in a neutral zone. Oh, we have some nice volatility coming in. And actually, if you look from this volatility right here coming in, we had a nice move up. Excuse me. So that's nice. I am still looking pretty bullish on Tesla. I can't say it's going to 100 just quite yet, but you know, one can hope, right? One can dream. So let's check out XOM. Still heavily invested in this, looking pretty. Oh, ooh, nice pullback on that. I think I want to say I was looking for 97 or so my last video. You'll have to go back and check. But it seems like that would be the area I would be looking for. But I mean, we've had a pretty good pullback on this. 2 days looking pretty darn good, pretty darn bad still. Weekly's looking trash. Daily, yeah, daily's not looking. Daily's starting to turn around briefly. Volatility's came out. Volatility's exhausted, as you can see from there, right there. So I think we're due for another move back up. It's starting to turn. Yeah, 12 hours starting to turn over. 6 hour, let's check it. 6 hours starting to look pretty darn good too. Yeah, I think we're due for recovery on this, to be honest with you. I don't see 2 hour, looks like. Yeah, 2 hour. We are getting a bearish divergence in the 2 hour. It's probably going to form a little bit of a pullback, but overall, I don't see us going much lower here. I mean, this is looking pretty darn good. You know, we had a nice little move down, and now we're sitting at S3 and kind of making a move back up to the top. Front ran S3. Let's see where the weekly P is on this. I don't know if we'll get all the way up there, but we are surely coming close to it. So possibly, we could possibly see by the end of the week. But I don't know. I wouldn't use weekly P on XOM. I don't think it moves enough. There's not enough volatility in XOM for it to really use the weekly P, nor have I really used the weekly P towards it. So from my experience, I can't really tell you, but it's interesting to see it, you know. It's always, nonetheless, it's interesting to see that. But I am looking, I'm thinking we're due for a rally. I mean, it's looking pretty darn good. We had a nice little pullback, and we're due for a rally. I kind of want to see what the swing fail of R1 115 would look like for us. But overall, it's looking pretty darn good. 2 hours starting to get a bearish divergence. So if that confirms, we'll probably have a minor pullback, maybe into the previous day EQ, and then work our way back up. But I'm not too bearish on XOM, so can't say much about that. I did want to look at Pepe, one of my shit coins. I wasn't gonna do it, but here we are. Here we are looking at Pepe. Let's check out the daily. Not really much info. Oh, that's starting to look pretty darn good though. The daily's starting to turn over. The 12 hour. 12 hours looking pretty darn good as well. I'm getting kind of bullish on Pepe. 8 hours looking darn good. 6 hour neutral right now. 4 hour, it's turning over. So we could have a minor pullback, probably back in this order block right here. Kind of like what Bitcoin. We kind of want to see what Bitcoin does, pulling back into this area. So overall, I'm leaning towards Pepe making it Pepe, whatever everybody says. Pepe making a pullback over in this 2 hour order block right here, and then possibly testing back up. But yeah, so let's get into a random indicator. Let's see here. Let's do T. Not done T. Give T a go. I don't know why, but my computer's kind of slow. It's not responding to these buttons very well. There we go. Maybe it's my indicators. Maybe they're too badass. All right, so I put T in. Upside Takeshi gap bullish. Let's try this out. I feel like it's a trap, but go ahead and ones. Zoom in on this. I don't see anything on this one. Oh, SMA 50. Well, I don't even see the SMA 50. Here, let's remove the drawing. All right. Okay, you're lying to me. You, sir, are lying to me. Enough. Banish you to the Shadow Realms. All right, let's do T again. Swing, what was that? Swing arm. Swing trade signals. Check this out. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it's kind of like my SFP indicator. Well, actually, no, it's different. EMA and SMA. Interesting. That's a bit different. All right, let's drop down. Let's try the 2 hour. See if we can get some good trades off of it. So this buy would have gotten wrecked. Sell would have done already, but the sell would have been okay, but the move would have already been done by the time you got in. The buy, you would have gotten wrecked. The sell, yeah, you would have gotten, the move would have already been done by the time you got in. So kind of, oh man, this is not good. The buy right there, and then you just get destroyed. Well, in some cases you're short in the bottom, but it does go back down a little bit more. So, that's kind of a good indicator right there. I'm gonna say that's a good one right there. That kind of hits it on the nail. These are pretty good right here. That one, not so much. That sell would have been miserable. Yeah, not looking great. Let's check out the 15 minutes, see if we get a little better read off this. So the sell would have been okay. I mean, I don't know, the move's practically halfway done by the time you get in. So, this buy would have been great. That's a good buy right there. This buy, not so much. That sell, not so much. That buy would have been okay. This buy would have been okay. Grab some water a second. All right, we're back. This sell wasn't too bad right there. Not bad, not bad. Overall, indicator is not very good. Random indicator for today is not so great. That's not good either. Yeah, I'm not really having much confidence in this indicator. That buy would have been good though. Now the sell would have gotten you destroyed. It's only downfall. It's like it's always nice to have an indicator that like you lose just a little bit, and then the trades you do good, you do well. It's all good, but you know, if you're putting in a position like this and you're expecting it, you know, you're expecting it to go down. Let alone say that we didn't get this buy signal, but we took the short signal, right? And you're sitting there like, oh, it's fine. I got the short signal. And then all of a sudden it just skyrockets. It's always bad to see that, especially like when we're on that 2 hour. Like this buy right here. Like, oh, okay, let me buy it. Let me buy the absolute top. And then it reversed. See, that's the thing with crypto, man. It you know, it makes one move and then it completely engulfs it and does the opposite. Like, it took us what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 hours to get all the way up here, and it took us 2 hours to go right back down. It's crazy. You know, crypto is amazing. Volatility is awesome. I love it. I wouldn't want to trade anything else. You know, you see Tesla charts on here. You see the XOM charts. Boring. But here we are, trading crypto, trading Bitcoin, finding the best shit coins out of the whole entire world and trading them day in, day out. How wonderful is that? Love what you do, you know, day in, day out. Breathe it, eat it, drink it, have some good wine, maybe a little champagne, you know, mix it up a little bit, trade the charts, take the buy signals, get absolutely destroyed. Heck, you know, whatever makes your day happy, right? But joking aside, you know, I love trading crypto. I love this day in, day out. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. Anyways, that's it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good weekend. I have a special Saturday night. We're going to go through all the altcoins that I shilled, and we're going to see if we got wrecked on all of them. So stay tuned for that Saturday night. And have a good one, YouTube. Take care. Peace.
in the sweet surrender. Alive once again. It's been a long time. I know it hurts, and the dark has a deep line, and the scars make it worse. You're holding so much, I need you to breathe again. You have been holding so much, I need you to breathe again. You're holding so much, I need you to breathe again. You have been holding so much, I need you to breathe again. You're holding so much, I need you to breathe again. You have been holding so much, I need you to
She just moved to LA, go to UCLA, and she drive a Maserati. Then she got a body, she be tryna party. She be tryna party. She just moved to LA, go to UCLA, and she drive a Maserati. Then she got a body, she be tryna party. She be tryna party. She just moved to LA. She be tryna party. She be tryna party. She just moved to LA. She just moved to LA. She just moved to LA. She be tryna party. Get used to the weather. She be rocking no clothes. Fucked up last night. Today she a no-show. She don't like to go to class. Rather get a party. Study that solely. Papa got money. Red Maserati. She just met new friends. They just wanna stay out till the sun come up. They just wanna party. Tell them something came up. She just wanna party. She don't wanna change up. She just moved to LA. She be tryna party. 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 She be tryna party She just moved to LA, go to UCLA, and she drive a Maserati. Then she got a body, she be tryna party. She be tryna party. Surfboard shawty, she just caught the wave. 24 been getting paid. Diamonds in her watch, no shirts. All these lights on the chain and no arcade. Pop one pill, pop two pills. Roll, 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 now she going downhill. And she was born in Texas, so you know she flexing. Shawty got style, I can tell how she dressed. She just moved to LA. She be tryna party. She just moved to LA. To LA. She be tryna party. She be tryna party. She just moved to LA.